Welcome to our special program about Wreaths Across America. We are especially proud and honored to have Navy veteran and Nashville recording artist Justin Kane as part of our celebration. We hope you enjoy the following presentation with Justin as we share with you what Wreaths Across America means to us.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello, my name is Lavon Catron. I am on the committee for Wreaths Across America for the Nebraska Memorial Veterans Cemetery at Grand Island, Nebraska. I want to share with you a little history of Wreaths Across America and how it began. When he was a boy, Merle Worcester won a trip to Washington, D.C. Although he was impressed with all the monuments and memorials, the thing that he was most impressed with was Arlington National Cemetery. It left an indelible impression on him. As an adult, Mr. Worcester owned a wreath company. In 1992, he had extra wreaths after the holiday season. Remembering his experience at Arlington National Cemetery, he asked permission to put those extra wreaths at Arlington gravesites. This tribute went unnoticed for several years. In 2005, a picture of the wreaths at Arlington made it to the internet. He received several requests for wreaths across the country. Because he did not have the funds or the employees to meet these requests, he sent instead 7 wreaths to each state, 6 for the branches of the service and 1 for POW MIAs.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Several years ago, it doesn't seem that long now, but it has been actually a few years now, there was a football player who decided to start taking a knee during the national anthem. Now, I agree with that. He has a right to do what he wants to do, and he had a stance to do it, but I didn't like how he was doing it, so I got pretty angry. So I wrote down this whole entire thing, and I remembered at this time the conversations I would have with my grandparents and with my folks, and realized that, you know what, he might be angry, but he probably didn't have the teachers that I did. I remember my grandpa talking to me about his time in the service and what it meant. And my grandparents in New York, severely Democratic. My family here in Nebraska are Republican. And there's both sides to it all. But they all have this common purpose, that our red, white, and blue has a special meaning to us all. There's a symbol for that, not political hatred, not anything else like that, but there's a symbol. And everybody's getting angry at what is going on with what happens to the flag. But if we just stop for a second and helped each other out, that go a lot further. There's a second part in this song that I want to dedicate to every single one of you nurses out there and doctors that are helping the fight COVID-19, and all the firefighters, police officers are putting their lives in harm's way every day to help those who are affected by this disease. But I hope you like this song. It was written by myself, Wynne Adams, and Eric Durrance. This one's called Our Flag is for the Fallen.
I pointed to that flag high up there on the mantle, right next to the picture of my grandpa in those medals they gave to him when he came back, fighting that war overseas. He said, come on over here now, let me tell you a story about those who fought with honor with this flag we call Old Glory. I could see the pride in his eyes as he said these words to me. That flag stands for freedom, courage, faith, and hope. One nation under God, another soldier coming home. Heaven's full of heroes, 'cause freedom don't come free. He laid his dog tag in my hand. In that moment, I began to understand our flag is for the fallen. Our flag is for the fallen. He said, every time I hear those sirens screaming through the night, there's another angel on the way to save another life. I close my eyes, say a prayer, and pledge allegiance to those stars and stripes. That flag stands for freedom, courage, faith, and hope. One nation under God, another soldier coming home. Now heaven's full of heroes, 'cause freedom don't come free. There's those who run out and who run in. In that cross on the hill, we understand our flag is for the fallen. Every time you see those colors flying in the wind, remember those who gave it all so we can live again. Our flag stands for freedom, courage, faith, and hope. One nation under God, another soldier coming home. Heaven's full of heroes, 'cause freedom don't come free. I'm proud of where we are and where we've been. Every time they sing that anthem again, you can take a knee, but me, I'm gonna stand. Our flag is for the fallen. Our flag is for the fallen. Our flag is for the fallen.
Hi, I'm Billy Heron. I'm on the committee, and I'm here to talk about the motto of Wreaths Across America. Remember, honor, teach. We remember those who have gone before us and served their country well. We honor those who are living, and we teach. We invite children to come as volunteers to place the wreath upon the grave and say the person's name.
My message is to help those who are suffering from mental illness, PTSD, because it does exist. And though I may not have seen what a lot of people I know out there have seen, I've seen enough that affected me, and I was drinking a lot. And if it wasn't for the help of a chaplain I went to, I probably wouldn't be here today. And I didn't go see that chaplain. And the only reason why I did was because a shipmate helped me out. And We all need that guiding light, that hope, that torch to kind of help carry people forward. Now there's, I can't remember the crisis helpline now for those who are battling PTSD, but they do have crisis helplines for suicide and mental awareness, and I hope you guys out there will help. The problem is that a lot of people don't know what to do to help. They can help you out, figure out how to somebody else. But if you see someone, or if you were yourself, my biggest problem is I thought, I can handle it, I can take it. It wasn't until after I started talking to a chaplain that I realized that I needed help. And I hope that you guys see a 6'3" military veteran guy talking openly about what he has went through, that every one of you will go out there and seek the help you so rightly deserve. It's not a bad thing to ask for help. It's a good thing, because we lose way too many people to suicide and PTSD. So if you know somebody, or if you yourself are out there struggling, please go out there and maybe play this psalm for them, because this is a kind of an anthem for those who suffer. This one's called "They Said He Wasn't Hurt."
He closed his eyes and held on tight as those bombs went off behind enemy lines. He lost a lot of friends that night, but he made it through his final fight. They sent him home a hero, 'cause he fought and never once gave up, defending the country that he loved. They said he wasn't hurt, he'll never be the same. He's got no battle scars, he's forever changed. He's got a silver star and a thanks for his hard work. They call it a miracle. They said he wasn't hurt. He still wakes up at 4 a.m., says a prayer like he always did. He's trying hard to fit back in, be a husband to his wife and a father to his kids. There's no guns or battle zones in his quiet little home, but in his mind the war rages on. He said he wasn't hurt, he'll never be the same. He's got no battle scars, but he's forever changed. He's got a silver star and a thanks for his hard work. They call it a miracle. Said he wasn't hurt. He's thankful he's alive. He's got no regrets, just too many memories he can't forget. They said he wasn't hurt, he'll never be the same. He's got no battle scars, but he's forever changed. He's got a silver star and a thanks for his hard work. They called it a miracle. They called it a miracle. Said he wasn't hurt. They said he wasn't hurt.
In 2007, he started the Wreaths Across America Corporation. In 2008, he sent over 100,000 wreaths to 300 locations across the country. By 2014, this number had risen to 700,000 wreaths at over 1,000 locations. By last year, this number was over 2 million wreaths at 2,100 locations in both the United States and with 2 in Europe. We are very proud to be part of this tribute to our veterans.
Hello, I'm Tom Perney with Grand Island Express. We've been involved with Wreaths Across America for several years. I think we first started in 2012. We typically haul 1 load a year into Arlington National Cemetery, and our second load we'll final in Grand Island, Nebraska. Arlington's a pretty special place. I've been there a couple times while the wreaths were distributed by all the volunteers, which thousands of volunteers show up at Arlington for that day to unload the 60 trucks that are there with wreaths, to put a wreath on each of the 400,000 veteran graves that are there. It's a pretty special experience. If you ever get a chance, you should go. With our second load, finals in Grand Island, our goal is to raise enough money to put a wreath on every grave. We were a little shy last year and put flags on the ones we were short, but this year we're really doing well, and it looks like we're going to meet our goal and have a wreath for every one of the graves. One expression I remember is that freedom is not free, and the men and women in those graves, some of them paid the ultimate price so we could be free. And it's an honor for us to be involved with this program.
This next song was a song I got to go down and record for the very first time in Nashville. And it was truly a great honor, and I got to compete in a competition called the Galaxy of Stars Talent Search. And my manager now is the one that kind of runs all of that, and I had the opportunity to win a recording session with Denny Martin down in Nashville, Tennessee, and this was one of the songs presented to me as one to record. And with my family lineage going back past the Revolutionary War, my great-great-great-great-great-grandfather Huntington, Samuel B. Huntington, is a signer on the Declaration of Independence. So my family's been here a long time, and our nation was founded on basically one principle. We should be able to maintain and manage our own rights and have our own freedoms, and we should love one another. No matter what our political backgrounds are, we should always come together and be strong. Because when we are strong, that's when everybody has come together for one common goal. The Revolutionary War is a prime example of that, where people were tired of being pushed down by a bully and a tyrant, and they stood up and fought against him. They stood up what they thought was right and what was wrong. And time again throughout American history, we see how people come together. 9/11, I remember that day very vividly. The very next day, I remember even more, because I went out and I saw American flags flying everywhere, on cars, churches, buildings, front porches. People had them, started getting tattoos of American flags everywhere. And then recently, with the COVID-19 outbreak, you start to see a lot more people and a lot more love coming together as well. So I really like this song because it really tells one thing, that no matter what, if we can all come together, we will always be American strong.
Now ain't it always something every time you turn around? Just when you start to get ahead, life starts to knock you down. Thank God in the USA, we're all born fighters. What don't kill us makes us stronger. They call us survivors. We hit walls that look too high to climb. We get lost, searching for a sign. We stand next to the fire, raise our flag up a little higher. Put our faith in something we can't see. With the heart of a soldier, we press on, American strong. We've had to sacrifice it all to get to where we're at. Yeah, all the names upon that wall, it's proof of that. There's a flag out on my front porch, waving says, yeah, we've been through hell, proudly go back there again. We hit walls that look too high to climb. We get lost, searching for a sign. We stand next to the fire, raise our flag up a little higher. But our faith is something we can't see. With the heart of a soldier we press on, American throne. We get knocked down, we stand back up, and through it all, in God we trust. We hit walls that look too high to climb. We get lost, searching for a sign. We hit walls that look